What is up, guys? It is Hartounge here. Today I'm bringing you a Pokemon Showdown Hoedown Season 3 draft analysis. I'm joined by some other coaches. Say hi to everyone, guys.
Hey! No one's
Hello.
Hello. They're all
Hello.
worried about
Hello.
Alright.
G'day.
Just some...
G'day, mate.
Just...
My name is Dylan, it is.
That was
Leave me
awful.
alone. It's 3 in the morning.
Alright.
Just roll with it.
3 in the morning, it is, I reckon.
Just to breeze over some quick rules. Each team has 11 Pokemon in a snake-style draft format. Of these, one Pokemon has to be tier 1, one has to be tier 2, 2 have to be tier 3, one has to be tier 4, and one has to be tier 5, along with 1 Mega Pokemon and 4 free picks. The Mega system basically works. Tier 1 Megas are 400 points, Tier 2 Megas are 440 points, yada yada yada. You all kind of know how this works. Each team has to allocate a captain and a vice captain. These Pokemon will be the only ones allowed to be using Z crystals throughout the entire tournament. If your Pokemon is traded or released into free agency, there is no more swapping captains, so you can't have a captain one week and then have a different captain the next week. That's it for your team. So basically pick ones that you're not going to trade. Sleep clause, evasion clause, and no baton passing at all, including speed. We all good with that?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
I decline. Bye.
Color scheme, yeah.
I hate that.
What's that color? The blues aren't blue.
Alright, the first team is the Bellevue Farfetch'd, coached by the ProfChewi. It is Kieran Black, Cresselia, Darmanitan, Tentacruel, Virizion, Pikachu Ripoff, Skarmory, Florges, Quagsire, Oricorio Pompom, and Mega Gyarados. I have no idea how to pronounce its name, so I'm just going to call it Pikachu Ripoff. What are we thinking?
Togedemaru.
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 Who cares? It's a total Pikachu ripoff.
I just realized now I faced this team in King of the Hill. It's
Yeah,
a very tough team to face. Very tough team to
He
face.
was
Bring
just testing
time.
it out.
He's got a very odd fire water grass core, if you want to look at it like that. But he's got a very good fairy steel dragon core in Kieran Black's Skarmory and Florges.
It's intriguing,
Don't you
for
mean
sure.
Togedemaru?
Because a lot of special attackers can get coverage for these walls.
Yeah.
So we're just kind of like, yeah, well done, clap, clap,
Yeah.
clap.
Kieran Black,
Have fun.
disgusting.
Bold predictions.
So, yeah. Still.
I
What
mean,
we
you
would've
can't
done.
sleep on Mega Gyarados. Like, that thing is just as big a monster as
It's-
Kieran Black
it's-
after Dragon Dance.
It's got Mold Breaker too, so like, goodbye any Rotom form.
Exactly.
Pretty much, yeah. Just EQ it today's. I mean, Virizion is underrated. Get that justified boost, just weave
Well,
those combat.
I don't know.
stats.
I used it once last season. It did nothing, and then I traded it for Rose Raid, and it swept Dylan. So I don't know. I suppose that was a decent trade. Don't you think, Dylan?
Maybe it's the trainer and not the Pokemon.
Ooh. All right. Shall we give this team a
We're
rating?
gonna say that when we get to Corey's team too.
A grade out of 10?
Grade out of 10.
7.
Yeah,
Seven.
seven seems about right.
It's just like last year.
It's just annoying to
Every
pick.
team was 7,
6.
7,
I feel-
8.
I feel like
Everybody
it's...
gets a 7.
Personally, I feel like it's worth an 8. Like, when you look at that... You look at his defensive core of Cresselia, Florges, Skarmory, and then
Quagsire.
the wall breaking potential he has, and Quagsire. I feel like, if anything, he's lacking a special wall breaker. Like
He's
Cresselia's
lacking-
Good.
He's lacking a
got
special
some
attacker
hunter.
at all. He's lacking a special
Why?
attacker, really,
I mean,
because
Yeah,
they're all
Florges-
really
special
isn't
Kyurem.
much.
they're all kind of meh.
Yeah, I mean, special Kyurem's not meh.
Yeah,
That's why
but
it's-
Based on
he can't rely on
That's
one.
right.
He can't rely on one mon to do everything, unless he's going to run Zen mode Darmanitan, which I'd love to see actually.
Yeah, that's why I said 7, because he doesn't have a normal type to eat any ghost type moves for the Cresselia, doesn't have any
He doesn't
dark
have a
type mon,
yeah. He doesn't have a
except
spin
Mega
blocker.
Gyarados.
He doesn't have a spin blocker,
I mean,
and he's got. I mean, he's got 2 decent mons in Tentacruel and Skarmory for hazard removal, but is he going to bring both of them
And
both
good
weeks?
setters, too.
Yeah.
And his two main sweepers in Kieran Black and Darmanitan has a rock sweetness, so it puts pressure on him to get rid of hazards.
And Gyarados before it Megas.
And just while we're here, his
And Oricoro.
I mean,
yeah.
he's got 2 reliable hazard removers in Skarmory and Tentacruel. So, like,
Yeah.
does a Rock's weakness really matter?
I guess not.
It can, because it
could
makes
once they
it
get rid of
easier
that.
to predict him going into the hazard removal.
And it
rules.
forces him to use either Defog or Spin.
And he only has one rock setter.
Alright, and just before we move on, his captain is Darmanitan and his vice captain is Virizion, so those are some interesting picks actually. I thought he would have gone something like Kyurem or the Pikachu ripoff or something, or
I feel
even
like Tentacruel was a missed opportunity there with the coverage that Tentacruel gets, and just giving it a little bit of extra oomph to actually Oko Mons that it usually would just get 1v1. I feel like Tentacruel could have been a really interesting Z, like a captain pick there.
Agreed.
yeah.
Especially if you
Also-
line up them.
Tentacruel does get Dazzling Gleam, which can be very helpful for dragon types.
Exactly. Just to mention in the chat here was only one Stealth Rocker, and that is an important
Yeah,
thing
it's
to mention.
Skarmory, huh?
But he's got other forms of hazard. He's got T-spikes and spikes as well as stealth
yeah,
rocks.
T-Spike
Yeah,
can be
Tentacruel.
important.
See, like most,
he's
I mean,
only got
So he's got Tentacruel and Skarmory for
most mons drafted
hazards.
weren't poison types, and unless you got a steel type, toxic spikes are gonna hurt.
True, but it's I don't know about anyone else, but it always seems to be more difficult to set up spikes or T spikes than what it is to set up stealth rocks.
Yeah, I see where you're coming from, but I don't know.
Well, it's hard to set up layers.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Really.
Yeah,
That's-
setting
yeah,
up
'cause
ones isn't
rocks are more
the same
effective.
thing as rocks, basically, but
Rocks are the most
I give
effective.
it a
'cause-
7.
yeah,
Yeah.
I'll chuck
Stand
in
by
7.
my 7.
All right, moving on to team number 2, the Chippenham Chestnuts, coached by Joe. He has Raikou, Salamence, Nidoqueen, Hooper, regular Hooper, Hitmonchan, Piloswine, Azumarill, Celebi, Ditto, Kecleon, and Mega Scizor. And Joe stabbed me in the back. He stabbed me right in the back. I was tossing up whether I wanted Hitmonchan or Hitmonlee. He went, no, go take Hitmonlee, and then he took Hitmonchan. He stabbed me right in the back.
prepared you.
what a snake.
Snake in the grass.
I mean, I'd rather have Hitmonlee than Hitmonchan.
I would.
Any day of the
The only
week,
reason
just
I
saying.
wanted Hitmonchan is because it's got better recovery and Drain Punch. It's a little bit more bulky, although less
Yeah,
fast,
it's
and
better.
it's got way better move pool.
Yeah, that's a good
Yeah,
coverage.
but Hitmonlee's got a way better set of abilities.
True.
But we'll talk about that
That's
when we
true.
come to your team.
Yes,
Can
we
we
will.
just point out this Dragon Fairy Steel Core?
Mega Scissor,
Yeah,
Salamence,
yeah,
and
yeah.
Azumarill. He's got a great. He's got a
I'm
great setter in Nidoqueen and Piloswine as well.
Very
True.
reliable.
Agreed. As Ditto can always help you in clutch situations.
He doesn't have a lot of removal. I mean, Rapid Spin, Hitmonchan, and Defog Mega Scissor. But do you really want to run Defog on a Mega Scissor?
He also has Salamence.
He can.
You can.
Does Salamence learn Defog?
Yeah.
Does it?
thank you,
Oh,
Huggy.
Yeah,
there you
he
go.
gets
That's-
defog.
I
And
s-
he's got Ditto if he comes in on.
But then he's probably
removal.
he's gonna more than likely lock himself into Rapid Spin, which is kind of pointless.
No fire
if he goes
types.
strong.
No, yeah, no fighter.
not
But I do
really
like
needed.
he's got a lot of speed at the top. Hooper, Salamence, Raikou, Celebi, Aqua Jet, Azumarill.
I thought Hooper was only like base
Hoopa's
80.
like base 70.
Hooper's pretty.
I thought it was base
He
90.
can be pretty fast. It's one of the.
Hooper's 70.
70.
according to
Yeah,
Joe.
Hooper's fast.
It's I mean, chuck a scarf on it.
But I mean, like, you look, what he doesn't, what mons he has that aren't really fast. You got Azumarill, which has Aqua Jet. You've got Kecleon has Shadow Sneak. Hitmonchan has Mach Punch.
Ditto's got a
Ditto's
Ditto
has
will
Ice
Scissors,
Shard.
BP.
Ditto will normally have a scarf on it.
Yeah, Piloswine's got Ice Shard.
What's
His-
our
I mean,
what's our baton pass rule?
There is no baton pass.
There's no baton pass.
It is
No
banned.
speed.
Baton pass
Yeah,
is
no
banned
speed.
So you get
completely.
speed.
Wait, the move is banned?
Yeah,
it's banned.
Yeah, no,
completely.
just passing stats.
so
Okay.
basically baton
That's
pass,
what I'm checking.
because there's no point you're going to use
Baton
baton
pass
pass
wish.
otherwise. Oh yeah, well, okay, fair enough. Well, why don't you just switch out? What's like? Isn't that the same thing?
To avoid
But you
pursuit.
No, because if you move second, you don't have to eat the hit.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Good point.
That's
I see your point. I see your point. He's got no real cleric. Like I know Chewy had Florges for
Celebi
that.
gets healed though, no?
Yeah, Celebi.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the-
so because
I'm looking for that heal bell as well
yeah,
as
it gets healing
wish. But healing wish is not as good because you have to sack it to use healing wish.
Healing Wish is better though, because you get everything recovered.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it's
Selkie
immediate.
is a great healing wish mod because it will go first because of the speed usually.
Yeah, it's base
If,
100.
if there's like hazards and stuff out, and you have a mon at like 7% health, you can Healing Wish. They'll get full health and then take the hazard hit.
Yeah.
Yep.
I like Healing Wish a lot.
Alright, rating out of 10.
8.
2.
7.5.
Someone's a little
2.
salty.
8.
Someone's a little salty giving it a 2.
I would say 6.5.
I'll give it a 7.
I'd say 7.
I agree with the 7.5.
I'm going
Dylan,
6.
Dylan, you're being too
Give me a
generous.
little Joe.
Alright, on to the next team, which is the Southern Gliders, coached by Marco, who is not in this call, so let's bag the shit out of him. With Lando T.
Wait, question. Are we doing bold predictions or no?
We'll do them at the end.
Okay.
Lando T, Tapu Fini, Jolteon, Umbreon, Druddigon, Passimian, Scizor, regular Scizor, Rotom Heat, Serena, Aggron, and Mega Alakazam. And just before we go on, Joe's captain was Hooper and his vice captain was Salamence. So,
Oh, that took Salamence from me. I wanted it.
Can you Sucker Punch on a Z move?
I think so.
I would think so.
I just want to
Can
say
attack,
that
technically.
thank God I sniped
Oh.
Marco, otherwise he would have had the grossest defensive core ever.
What would it have?
He would have had Mega Venusaur, Tapu Fini.
Oh god.
Thank God I sniped him. So,
let's see.
I'm look.
Esket has their removal and Finny and Scizor.
Many Volt turn
And
cores you
Serena.
could build
Yeah,
with this.
he's got Volt. He's got
Yeah.
Volt turn for days.
He's only got Defog.
He
That's important to know. So if he
But
sets up any hazards, and
he's got a good.
No, he has Rapid Spin on Serena.
Serena's Rapid
Yes,
Spin.
Serena has
Serena,
Rapid Spin.
yeah, okay.
He has a good Cleric in Umbreon, especially being a Dark type.
Yeah.
It doesn't have a lot of weaknesses.
And if he needs it, Jolteon can be a backup.
Does
Serena
Serena
eat
can
its
also do it
weaknesses
as well?
anyway.
Serena get aromatherapy?
I think so.
Yeah.
Nice.
Serena with Drop Kick as well. I mean, dropping enemies' attacks by 1 and dealing decent amount of damage, base 80 power.
Yeah.
That's
It's a
gotta
very
be.
underrated move.
It is.
I have Serena in another league and I really like it. It's a good AV user as well.
I think it should be bumped up to at least tier 3.
The league I have it in, it's tier 3.
Yeah,
It's
Marco
just-
can definitely
it's
make
not
this team work.
it's not
nice and
fast
balanced.
Mega Alakazam and Jolteon give him that much needed speed. Because I mean, looking at his team, there's not a lot of fast mons. It's
Force to run Scarf on a few of them if he wants one to be fast.
yeah. I mean, drafting regular Scissor instead of Mega Scissor gives him a lot more options. He can run Aqua Berry, he can run Life Orb, Choice Band, Choice Scarf,
Yeah.
leftovers if he wants to build a defensive.
My problem with this team is that he's got Mega Alakazam and he's got Jolteon, which isn't very often run with a Scarf. Although I did see Quick Feet last year. But once you get past those, then you're down to Lando T's his next speed tier. So most of the time, people are going to run a Scarf to outspeed max speed Mega Alakazam, and then things like I think it's from about a base 107 speed and up, he's going to be running like a Modest Nature or an Adamant Nature. So I feel like he opens himself up to a bit more to stronger wall breakers because of his speed tiers.
He's got a lot of he's got a lot of defensive power behind him though. I mean, Aggron, Normal Scissor, Rotom Heat, Tapu Fini. You can run a defensive-ish Lando.
I also
Yeah, having
wonder whether
Umbreon and Tapu Fini on the same team is pretty scary.
yeah, for sure.
I like the Persimmon pick. I mean, I'm a huge fan of it just because I used it in a playthrough, my first ever playthrough of Sun. I love Persimmon. Its move pool's a bit meh, but its attack and speed aren't the worst in the world, especially for a tier 5.
Personally, I feel like when he was looking at tier 5s, I feel like Primate would have been a little bit better. It just gave him a little bit more speed.
And a bit of a wider move pool too.
Nice anger point.
Yeah, exactly.
Anger points, especially because we're doing this on Showdown. You seem to get so many more crits.
Yeah.
All right, rating for this
Who are the
team.
Z-move users?
I give it 8.5. I really like that team.
I'm gonna give it a 6, just because I don't like that he's got no speed control, unless he's gonna go for sticky webs, but nothing has sticky webs, so it's kind of he's lacking speed.
He's got 2 T-Wavers though.
He does. But
3,
it's,
Aggron gets T-Wave too.
I don't get that. Why does Aggron get T-Wave?
I mean, he gets flamethrower.
It's
Thunderbolt.
Yeah, Glare on Druddigon.
Yeah.
Water Pulse. Because Gen 3 was like, give people moves.
Pretty much.
I'd like to change my decision and make it a 7, just because people like to prove me wrong.
I think it's worth an 8.5 as well. I think it's one of the better drafts in this league. I just don't like its speed tiers really. That's my only problem with it.
Alright, and just before we go, his
I have to agree.
captain is Jolteon and his vice captain is Serena, which is quite interesting.
Jolteon surprises me.
Yeah, because Jolteon doesn't really have a lot of coverage moves, to be honest, but Serena does get a very good move pool.
Yeah, Serena has a great move pool, but in saying that, like, you think base 130 with Z moves, like, the only way you're outspeeding that basically is a Scarper, unless you've got, like, Mega Beedrill.
Cough, cough. Alright, on to the next team. Hiker, you're here for this. Would you like to run us through your team?
I have Mew, Volcarona, Roserade, Blastoise, Aromatisse, Electabuzz, Tornadus D, Dugtrio, Bronzong, Absol, and Megalobrate. My Z-Mons are Volcarona and Tornti.
Right. Well, I hate you, officially. Because that is hyper offense to the T.
With that Blastoise.
Hyper offense, but I mean, there's so Mew is the most versatile mon in League format. Mega Lopunny is gross, Tornadus T is gross, Dugtrio is gross, Volcarona is gross. Electabuzz, do not sleep on it. It's got base 105 speed, so. But then he's got a great defensive core in Bronzong Aromatisse, especially because Bronzong can be run either Levitate or Heatproof.
I dig this team. I dig it a lot.
Especially because I have to face you round one. I have to face you round 1, so I'm not happy at all.
Three Brock setters and a Sparks and T-Sparks setter, but he's only got Mew and Blastoise for hazard removal, which with a Volcarona.
Can't Volcarona land different?
You really want to be switching in the Volcarona to Stealth Rocks?
Fair enough. But it can learn it, but
it's a bad idea. It can still live at least half.
As Roost as well.
Roost has Giga Drain.
I just feel like with a Volcarona and a Tornadus that relies on its Regenerator, I feel like maybe another hazard remover might have been handy to have. Just personally.
He's got Mew, he's got Blastoise. Is that it?
I mean, yeah, he's got 2 reliable.
They're both fat as hell.
Yeah, it just kind of, I feel like it may limit his usages with.
Can Taunty get defog?
No.
I don't think so.
No.
That seems odd.
Defog was a Gen 4 HM only.
Right.
So then to get it in a later gen was you had to breed it with something that learnt it in Gen 4 and got transferred.
Hmm.
So since Torn can't breed,
Right. Okay
you
then.
get Defog.
Fair enough. I feel like it should though. Look at those huge ass wings.
Oh, it's
What else about this?
I like his
mean-
I like Aromatisse as a double screen setter.
Good
Very
cleric too.
underrated.
Especially, it's a decent fairy type for tier 4. Anything else you guys want to
Yeah.
say?
I'll give this one an 8 as well. I like it. Nice and balanced.
I'm gonna give
Has a
it.
couple weaknesses, but I think he can recover.
I'm gonna give it a 9 just because he's got a phenomenal top speed tier with things like Doug Trio, Taunty, Electabuzz, and Doug Trio.
Yeah, you need your walls definitely to handle this team, or else it's gonna be messy.
Yeah, I mean, Mega Lopunny is just, it's been proven in Draft League format that it is really good. It's just that the people in this league that's ever used it were just bad. So Marco.
Was it drafted in season 2?
Yeah, Marco had it.
Oh, he dropped out like 3 weeks later, so no, it wasn't used.
Yeah,
Jock,
there's
Jock had it
only
in
like
season 1.
there's only a couple legit walls really for Megalopony.
And he's got one of them
Yeah,
being
exactly.
Bronzong.
Exactly. High jump kick does a decent amount, I think.
Still can live 1. All right, next team is Dylan. Dylan, would you like to read off your disgusting team?
Sure thing.
Disgusting.
Latios, Scolipede without Baton Pass, unfortunately. Empoleon, Crocodile, Regirock, Gorgeist, Sylveon, Thunderous T, Cinccino, Delphox, and Mega Glalie.
You captain and vice
my
captain.
captain is Crook, and vice is Delphox.
Hey
And
Dylan, where's
on.
Mega Beedrill, Dylan?
I like your
Come on.
Mega Beedrill. It's really nice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's really great, isn't it?
Say, what would bring the team together? It's gonna deduct points from you, bro.
I mean,
Yeah.
I see a lot of Rock Slide EQ spam against this team.
I see your Fairy Dragon Steel Core in Empoleon, Sylveon, Latias, which is gross.
That's a lot of
That was a nice one.
What did I say, Latios?
Crocodile does a lot of work.
It
Just
does.
Moxie or Intimidate.
Scarf Moxie or Intimidate Life Orb.
Actually bodies a good majority of the new Gen 7 mods. With Crunch, EQ, and even Aerial Ace for Ultra Beast.
Gets Aerial. I can't believe he gets Aerial Ace.
That's why it's a Zmon, because its coverage is insane. And then what it didn't cover, Delphox pretty much did the rest. Like, he gets Aqua Tail, so I got a Water type Z move.
Yeah.
I like Cinccino. That gives you a bit more speed. Because I mean, unless you're gonna run a speed boost non-baton pass Scolipede, you're apart from Thundy T, Scolipede, and Latios, you're lacking a bit of speed. But I think Cinccino makes up for that a little bit, which is nice. I like Cinccino.
I'm actually not really all that happy with my speed tiers. Like, when you look at it, I've got Crook at 92, Glalie at 100, Thundy at 101, Delphox at 104, Latios at 110, Scolipede at 112, and Cinccino 115. And then my next fastest is like my 60s in Sylveon and Empoleon.
But you can
Except
also run
it's-
Gorgeist small.
Yeah, exactly. I was gonna say I've got Gorgeist, which does balance it out a little bit, but yeah, it's either really fast or really slow this team.
I don't.
You give or take.
You could chuck a Scarf on Sylveon. It wouldn't be the worst thing in the world.
Scarf
Pretty sure it
Sylveon.
doesn't outspeed base 100s.
Really?
No, I don't think so. I can't remember the cap off the top of my head.
So let's rip into him.
Yeah, it would be the best shot.
You know what I really see is missing from this team?
What's that?
A Mega Beedrill.
No, Delphox.
I think his Mega Beedrill is missing. Is what I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
That's old news.
Maybe we'll see it later on.
Ooh, hinting a trade. Wink, wink. All right.
No,
Should-
that's saying my
Uh,
team's coming up next.
Should we give
Dylan
him?
uses Regirock really well from last season. I remember.
Yeah, I loved that thing last season, so I'm really happy to grab that again. Probably should have waited one more round, grabbed Kamala first,
Didn't-
to give me another rapid
Did
spinner.
you have
Yeah.
Sylveon last season, or did you have Clefable?
I
With
could
the
go.
Clefable.
Yeah, Clefable.
You also had Gorgos last season.
That's right. I wanted Clefable to go with my Excadrill, but you stole it from me.
I didn't have to battle the Gorgeist last year. Alright, so he's got T-Spikes, he's got Stealth Rocks, he's got Stealth Rocks, he's got Stealth Rocks.
He has no spikes,
Whaley.
but he has.
Olipe doesn't
He has.
Whaley
spikes
can do
and
spikes,
Whaley.
yeah.
He has probably two of the best defoggers in the game in Empoleon and Latios.
Yeah, I would have liked to have had a rapid spinner. Like I would have liked to have Kamala over Sinjino just to have rapid spin.
Did anyone take Kamala?
Yes.
Yeah,
I did.
I got snapped.
Ah, Snipe City, bitch. Alright.
Don't
Basically,
even talk about Snake
like-
City.
I got my first 3 picks in Latios, Sylveon, and Empoleon, and then every single thing I wanted from there was just sniped.
Well, you sniped me on Empoleon, so I guess that's fair
did
play.
it?
Yeah,
Yeah,
well,
I did.
it would have worked.
Empoleon.
It would have worked so much better than. Actually, no. I'm not even gonna bother. I'm just gonna go to the next team, and I'm gonna mute myself because I'm so mad at this pick. Hugo, please read your team, otherwise I'm gonna strangle you.
I don't
Wait,
get a
we didn't
rating.
rate the team.
Okay.
Oh,
Hey,
oh,
your
Right.
team, do we do captains?
yeah, he
Very
did
good
the
one.
captains. Shall we rate him quickly?
I like it. I wish you
Doesn't sound
had a
right.
spinner, but I like it. I think the spinner is what brings you down because you have a lot of hazard presence, but you have to remove them all anytime you want to remove yours.
I'd give this team a 6.5.
I like it. I'm excited to see Mega Glalie used proper.
Oh, you're looking at the wrong person.
It does get used properly.
It's got a
Why not 12 battles?
it's got a
to do it
decent
right.
move. All right, Hugo,
Ugh.
make me as mad as possible with your team.
Oh my god, just looking at this team. This
So I got
is-
Jirachi, Entei, Alolan Ninetales, Sableye, Almamore, Megalodino, Alolan Sandslash, Garchomp, Hitmontop, Rhyhorn, and Exorcatry.
Oh, your team makes me mad, and not just because you stole my
I
Entei.
love Rhydon so much.
Yeah, Rhydon.
Yeah, you said Rhyhorn. You said Rhyhorn!
Oh, swap it out.
Yeah, he's got to change it now. Your captains are Jirachi and Entei, correct?
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah.
Ew. Excellent.
He's
That's disgusting.
Not only,
No.
not only has he
I
made
just wanna
me. No, you go ahead, Dill.
I was gonna say, with the Entei, I think that is one of the best captain picks, because like it was really limited by running a power herb solar beam or whatever, but now having Z-move solar beam covers all of its weaknesses.
Not only has he made me mad by sniping the one Pokemon I actually needed, and then he goes and makes it his freaking captain. I'm mad. I'm mad. Mad.
Jirachi, Megalodino, Alomomola.
Can we talk about his excellent speed control with Alolan Sandslash and Alolan Ninetales? Brings it in, gets the hail up, sets up a Romavale, Alolan Sandslash with Sandslash, doubles its speed, base 80 speed, or 60 speed, brings it up to 120. That's and it hits like a truck.
I mean, as long as you don't catch a mark, as long as you don't have a mark punch, because
Well, you don't.
quad weak to fire and fighting.
Yeah, but that Aroma Veil will set him up because it's a light screen and reflect in one, so he might be able to live one.
Yeah.
And hit back with an avalanche, which doubles power if you're in the if you get hit. So that'll probably work.
Plus he's got ghost immunity, so he can easily switch in. He's got Garchomp with rough skin, so he can switch in. He's got Intimidate, Hitmontop, so he can switch in. He's got fat Mega Dino that resists.
He's got
that's neutral to fighting. So
He's got a spin blocker and Sableye.
Alola
got a lot
Mullet
of,
and Romaville. Shut up, Chuggy. Just stop. Just stop.
I'm
He's-
predicting
He's got
You'll like right
at
on
least
Romaville
one
too.
Right on.
Audino
He-
sleep.
he's only got
He's got a
two.
lot of status in this team, like Pranks of Will-O-Wisp, Thunderwave from Jirachi, Sacred Fire's burning 50% of the time.
He's only got
Hugo to be like 99% of the time.
He's only got 2 base 100s though in Entei and Garchomp because Xurkitree, contrary to my own belief, it's just Jirachi. Oh yeah, true. But
And
Xurkitree.
Ninetales.
I
109.
thought Alola Ninetales lost speed.
This Ninetales is fast.
Didn't Alola
109.
Ninetales? Oh, so it gained speed.
Yeah,
But why is Xurkitree for an electric type so slow?
Because it's bad.
Because it's a bunch of cables. It's not meant to move fast.
But it's
not meant to
got
move at all.
173 base special
It looks
attack.
fast.
So it's not broken.
It just looks fast. It
Why
gives
can't
the illusion.
Yeah, why can't it? Well, when you think of electric types, you think fast most of the time.
My first thought was Electros, so no.
I'm thinking more like
Um,
Pikachu, Raichu, Jolteon. Those things along that.
I didn't think of those first. I guess I'm the exception to your rule.
Aren't you
I
just
give this one a 9.
aren't you just edgy as? Yeah, I gotta give it a 9. I like his defensive core, his speed control, his
yeah, I get to agree with a 9.
disgusting status
I had
core.
fun.
Yeah, I
Two
agree.
spinners, no defoggers? Yeah, 9.
Well, you don't really need. He's got a lot of. He's got 2 setters, 3 setters. Does Alolan Sandslash still get stealth rocks?
Yes, I think so.
So yeah, 3 setters.
I'm not
No,
sure
no,
about
it
that.
doesn't.
No, it doesn't?
It
Because
doesn't.
that was a
Oh, sorry.
that was a TM, yeah, and because it's the Alolan form.
Mm.
Hugo and I did an exhibition match when we started drafting, and we had pretty much what our teams were going to be. But it went 75 turns because of that stupid wish core. This is so disgusting.
It's definitely going to be
It just
a lot
just
to
doesn't
handle.
Die.
You're going to need to
It
bring
just does not die.
6 out of 6 wall breakers.
I had
Can I
to
just
use
point
my
out
wall
to,
breaker to its fullest potential to get through him.
Joe, I 100% disagree with you. It does not need more flinch. This is Hugo we're talking about. He gets hacked on the daily.
Especially with that
Does not need
Alolan
them-
Exile high time.
Alolan
does not need
Sandslash
to take
Ironhead.
piss in this team.
No, but that was another thing that was sniped from me. Bastards.
Jirachi flinch, Jirachi flinch, Jirachi flinch.
Exactly. Sableye,
Entei,
Sableye
Sacred
burn.
Fire.
Sableye burns, fake out. Anyway, moving on to the next team. Corey for the Carolina Caterpies. Would you like to read your
there's
team
the
out?
dude.
Yeah. Hey, look at that.
Oh,
We
what's it
have
doing over
Tap-
there?
We have Tapu Koko, Mandibuzz, Delmice, Vice Captain Cobalion, Franchise Cofagrigus, Mega Beedrill. Once again, Mega Beedrill on my team. Turtonator, Celesteela, Necrozma, Weezing, and the captain himself, Caterpie.
I'll never ever forgive you for giving the captain status to Caterpie.
Who cares about Z-moves? Z-moves are
I will
useless.
laugh my
Yes.
head off if Caterpie gets a kill with a Z move. That would be the greatest thing ever.
Hey, I mean,
Maybe
Bug Bite against, what's its name? Celebi, times 4. Never
Oh,
know.
yeah.
Oh,
Maybe
true.
happen.
You got an
But if you're
interesting.
gonna use, it won't be a Z crystal more than likely.
You got an interesting
Yeah.
Fairy Dragon Steel core with Cobalion or Celesteela, Tapu Koko, and Turtonator.
I think still.
I
would
was
be-
surprised that Celesteela and Necrozma were both on the board.
I
when
looked
drafted
at
them.
Necrozma,
Oops,
but
Figured why not.
I'm coming up next, so I'll tell you exactly why I drafted what I drafted because I have a name for the town that my team lives in.
I think it's so dumb that Mega Beedrill was tier 4 Mega, and you got.
Yeah.
Not only did you get
Yeah.
Mega
Tier
Beedrill
3. Tier 3.
tier 3, but you got what 60 points
Yep.
just
Yep,
for getting
Which
it.
enabled me to draft Necrozma.
And
The tier
Necrozma
1.
hits like a truck.
3 tier 1s, plus a franchise, plus Mega Beedrill.
Gross.
Yep. I mean, it can be very diverse too. I feel like with this team, I won't be locked down and bringing the same 6 every week.
I mean,
feel like
you've
I can vary it up.
looking at it, you've only got 2 setters in T-Spikes with Wheezing and Stealth Rocks with Cobalion.
And Necrozma gets Stealth
Necrozma
Rock.
with Cofagrigus.
Does Cofagrigus get some?
Necrozma gets Stealth Rocks too, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Does it? I thought it only got Stone Edge.
Yeah.
No, it got Stealth Rocks. He's only got 2 removers though in Beedrill and Mandibuzz.
Delmars gets Rapid Spin.
Delmar.
Oh, does it?
Yeah.
Okay, well ignore me then.
I was
And I have faith.
Oh yeah, Beedrill
I
gets
have faith that my Tapu Koko can Oko the Rock Setters if I predict them before they can even get them up.
I'm just a little disappointed.
Ooh.
I'm a little disappointed
I
that
have
Coco
faith.
doesn't get Moonblast.
Yeah.
Kind of disappointing.
Yeah.
It gets
That's
Play Rough,
true.
but no Moonblast.
It's a physical mon.
Yeah,
It's got
designed
decent
to
Don't
be
spell.
sleep on physical Tapu Koko.
It's a good mix attacker.
but I mean he's got the best Volt Turn
Valiant
core
gets rocks too.
in the league easily with Mega B and Tapu Koko 145 and 130 speed.
Volt turn.
Just
Volt
Volt
Turn.
Turn out the wazoo.
He's also got a backup Volt Turn in Cobalion and Mandibuzz.
True.
Don't
Cofagrigus.
sleep on my boy Turtonator. Big points for him.
I wanted
Big
that.
points, Turtonator.
I'm sad.
I wanted to see that be your captain. That would have hit like an absolute truck.
I can't
Um,
disappoint the Caterpie. You kill me.
Alright, should we give him a rating?
You're
Oh,
a little bit knockoff.
weak.
I've sort of seen like Tapu Koko doesn't really want to take a knockoff. Beedrill can, I guess, but again doesn't really want to take any more damage than what it is.
Celesteela hates
Um,
it, Necrozma hates it, Wheezing doesn't.
Yeah, I mean he does have Cobalion. In saying that, he does have Cobalion and
We
I mean
justified.
Mandibuzz.
Just like yeah.
Caterpie will take it, don't worry.
Alright,
Slow guy.
shall we give him a rating?
Sure.
I'm gonna say 7.5.
I'm gonna say 8.
I'm biased. I give Corey a 10.
Because of Caterpie.
I think it's gotta be. I think it's an 8. It could even push into a 9 really. Like the Volt Turn plus the defensive 4 that he's got.
He's got a lot of hard hitters as well.
Yeah, although like it kind of stops at Mega B and Tapu Koko, really, and then he's sort of relying on a bit of setup after that.
Well, Necrozma can do
Yeah,
alright
he's
on its
our
own.
Cobalion can sweep teams.
I think given Corey's playstyle and record, that he's going to do disgusting things with this.
Well, you got him week 1, so you'd know all about it, wouldn't you?
I will know very, very quickly
Alright.
what salt
think,
tastes like.
Moving into the roughest neighborhood ever. Welcome to Priority City, bitch. E-Speed, Bullet Punch, Mark Punch. Man, I got it all. Quick Attack, Shadow Sneak. I got it fucking all. Sorry for the language. I have Zapdos, Rotomwash, Arcanine, Uxie, Hitmonlee, Steelix, Gligar, Dragonite, Mimikyu, Normal Pinsir, and Mega Venusaur. I actually feel a lot more comfortable with the draft I had this year than to what I had last year. Last year I had a lot of mons that I'd never really used before, but this time I've taken stuff I'm quite comfortable with using, except Mimikyu, but I don't think anyone would really be comfortable with that. I hear typing.
I question why you have picked up 2 electric types.
I really picked it up, Zapdos up for Defog. It was more why I picked it up, but I mean it's got a pretty diverse move pool. You can use Heat Wave. I don't have to bring Arcanine every week if I want to, because and my captains are Arcanine and Mimikyu, so if I don't want to bring Arcanine for its fire type, I can bring Heat Wave Zapdos. Thick fat Venusaur eats up the electric, eats up its ice weakness, so
immune to ground too.
Don't sleep on bulky Zapdos as well. Leftovers, Roost. You can set up a light screen.
I mean, bulky set's the main set. You don't want to sleep on an offensive set because it can put in a decent amount of damage.
You can. I'm just happy. I was talking to Joe about it, for even Chewy as well, about how much I wanted Uxie. Nice rock setter, U-turner, cleric, fat. And we all know I love fat.
I feel like Uxie's, whilst it's a really good it's a really good wall and stuff, I feel like you needed some witch support for it, because you know, if it's constantly you turning out,
I thought about
taking a lot of
that. I
damage.
actually thought Uxie got Wish until I had drafted it, and then everyone was like, no, it doesn't. I was like, oh, well, whoops.
Yeah, so you're going to be relying on rest.
The only pick I was really hesitant about was Pinsir. I was talking to John just after I picked it. He suggested something like Shuckle for speed control, because I don't really have a lot of speed apart from priority. I mean, my fastest one is Arcanine, I think, or Zapdos.
I mean, you've got him on Lee there, which doubles its speed.
Burden, yeah.
But and I mean, Dragonite can set up a D-Dance.
I said Rock, so Dragonite wouldn't have to be reliant on Dragon Dance every time it came out, so that Zapdos could actually outspeed a lot of stuff.
Yeah, because the common set for Zapdos is a defensive set with no speed or just a tiny amount of speed. So really, your fastest is Arcanine there. So that is something to be worried about, I feel.
Yeah. I mean,
especially because base 115 speed and up can just run Adamant or Modest.
I was looking at it though. It wasn't what I had planned, but after I saw a pattern of Arcanine, Dragonite, Hitmonlee about priority, it was just all hands a go. But I've got the priority there, just don't have the speed to back it up, I guess.
I mean, you don't really need the speed, you've got the priority.
Yeah, I do have a lot
Apparently you're weak to Meloetta.
I am. I'm very weak to Meloetta. Thank you, Corey, pointing that out. But I'm not gonna
3 reliable hazard removers: Defog, Gligar, and Zapdos, and Spin Hitmonlee.
And I've got.
You have a lot of Stealth Rock weakness.
And I've got some pretty decent setters. I've got some decent setters in Steelix, Gligar, and Uxie.
Yes.
I don't have spikes.
I feel like you've got to be a little bit wary about Mega Venusaur, because that thing really doesn't want to take a burn or a T-Wave. And
I was going to say he also doesn't have a dark type to cover Mega Venusaur.
True.
That's true,
That's true.
I mean, I could switch in.
Resist.
I could switch in Uxie, but that's probably my only counter at the time being.
Yeah, I feel like Uxie is going to be relied on pretty heavily.
So everyone pack that Shadow Ball and fake out for that Psychic attack. And just go right for that Shadow Ball.
Who knows? I might be the master of predictions and predict it and switch into Gligar. Ooh.
But you don't have anything that really wants to take a Shadow Ball either.
No, that's true.
Yeah, I feel like this team is missing a Dark type, a reliable Dark type.
No, we have free agent trades, alright. So rating. I'm not allowed to rate myself, so I'll just kind of sit here and wait for the judgment. I feel like it's a lot better than last year. I feel a lot more confident.
I'm going to say a 6 here. I feel like it's a little bit too slow. Steelix isn't that great of a steel type. And
was the only steel type left when it got to me.
Yeah, the huge reliance on Uxie, I feel, really limits this team, I feel. So I'm going to give it a 6. Sorry, buddy.
It's okay. I forgive you just because I swept you with a Roserade.
There it is.
I'll say six. I mean, I like the water grass fire core.
It would have been a whole lot better with Entei, wouldn't it, of Hugo?
I think a lot of people wanted Entei this year. I know
cool.
Ryan wanted him too.
I said it. I said it when I first came into this league. I went, look, I love Entei. I also love fat stuff. If I can get Entei and a fat core, then I'll be happy. But I know I have a fat core, but no Entei.
I think Arcanine is really good though.
Fat.
It's fat enough. I mean, that Firewater Grass. I'm happy with that Firewater Grass core.
Yeah, he's got a good core for that. The Fairy Dragon Steel core.
I mean, if I had a better Steel type, it would be decent.
Yeah, it'd be a lot better. My concern is a rock weakness for 4 of your Pokemon.
Yeah. I mean, I've got. I suppose I've got
reliable.
the removers. Yeah.
You have removal, and you have a spin blocker and Mimikyu.
Yeah, that was my main thought about drafting Mimikyu. I was looking for a Fairy type, and then I noticed I don't have a spin blocker, so why not grab both in one?
Yep.
Mimikyu also comes in with a free sub too, so.
Yeah.
And it also has a great ability in disguise, of basically a focus sash at the beginning of your turn instead of at the end. So you don't lose any HP, and you get a free.
You could even give it a focus sash.
I thought about that for Chewy's Mold Breaker Mega Venusaur as well as Excadrill. I believe someone drafted Excadrill.
Yeah.
So that's really good. It's really good for those
Joke
with,
has it.
yeah, really good for those Mold Breaker Pokemon. Stick a focus sash on it.
Yep.
Right. Thanks for tearing apart my confidence.
I would say I'll give it a 7.
Oh, you're my favorite.
My own. And another concern I have is probably knockoff.
Yeah, I thought about that too. I mean, I've got some ways to work around it. I've got some free agents.
Hitmonlee with Unburdened.
I've got some free agents. I've got some free agents I'm thinking about as well. But I don't know. We'll see how we go. Especially
if you're ever looking to trade Mimikyu, let me know.
I was. What are you offering?
I don't know if I'm offering anything yet, but just
All
my
right,
team.
so we're saying
Maybe
6 to 7 range for Clay.
Yeah. All right. On to.
Yeah, I'd have to agree.
Yeah, I've done my captains. My captains
Noah.
were Arcanine. Noah, who's not in the call at the moment, so he has.
Well, I'm gonna say I hate Noah. I hate him a lot for taking my first round pick.
He has Infernape, Alakazam, Fortress, Porygon 2, Skuntank, Alolan Raichu, Tapu Bulu, Zydog or Zygarde 10%, Golbat, Sneasel, and Mega Blastoise.
Look at those dark types.
I know.
Yeah, look at this dark.
just straight up, Tapu Bulu is a monster. Choice Banded set a guaranteed Oko on a max defense, max HP, bold nature Clefable.
Is that with a Zemu? Oh no, that's Choice Band, isn't it?
No, that is just a Choice Banded. Woodhammer and Life Orb is like a 50-50 roll with an adamant nature. So that thing is a monster.
He's got really good hazard removal, Skuntank, Fortress, and Golbat. I mean that's pretty gross.
And Mega Blastoise.
And Mega Blastoise.
And Mega Blastoise.
I think he's got.
Alakazam with
two default.
Alakazam with.
Can come.
Wait for it.
What are we doing?
Oh no, we all started talking at the same time and then we all just like stopped waiting for everyone else to go. He's got Alakazam which has Magic Guard as well, which is pretty good. Switching it on Stealth Rocks doesn't mean shit.
Yeah, he's got good physical presence, he's got good special presence.
He's got good walls. He's got a really... Oh, go ahead.
His walls are okay.
I mean, he has one dedicated wall.
Porygon 2 and Golbat
Porygon 2.
are both so beefy, but they're both so Eviolite dependent.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't appreciate knockoff at all.
The only things that
Fortress-
can come into
Fortress is pretty
knockoff are
solid.
like Infernape and Skuntank and...
I appreciate the Sneasel pick.
But the problem with the Fortress is any fire can ever destroy it.
He can run Aqua Berry. He
That
can
doesn't do much. I had Fortress last season, and so many times I'm like, oh, I'll just run Okiberry. No,
really?
it just doesn't work. Yeah,
Oh, because it's got
like
really pitiful special defense. If you went in on a physical,
sturdy, so you usually bear off. It's usually going to be a lead, but that limits your spin
yeah.
capabilities. If you have to come in and spin, then you're going to be very vulnerable to
hey,
the
don't sleep on
because you know what you're
don't sleep on a cussed up berry explosion fortress. All right, it
No,
does
that's
it does a
your lead
solid
set, though,
it does a
because you
solid
have
like
to-
30%.
You usually rely on your sturdy for that, so you're not going to be able to come in on hazards to remove them to do that if there is a
Yeah.
fire option. So the problem with Fortress, in
Well,
my
one good
experience,
thing with a
is that you really have
fortress
to
is
determine
it does
before the
get
battle
switch, so it can move in and out.
That's true.
Yeah.
does get
True.
that switch. Yeah.
I think you've
I
got
like
the best.
I like Fortress a lot.
I think personally he's got the best fire water grass core in the league this season.
Ouch.
It is very
Like, in-
very beefy and offensive.
Yeah, exactly. I mean,
And
you've got
Infernape can be used a lot of different ways.
Mixed
Yeah,
attack.
exactly.
So versatile.
Infernape and Tapu Bulu are fantastic mixed attackers. Mega Blastoise just with Mega Launcher does a whole lot of damage to a lot of different Pokemon.
It's a really good check for Chewy's Cure and Black. I mean, it's got Aura Sphere, Dragon Pulse, both boosted by Mega Launcher.
Yeah, but I mean, it doesn't want to take a wild charge. Sorry, a Volt Strike.
No, it doesn't. I see your point. But if he gets the right switch in, or it's a one-on-one with reduced health, Stealth Rocks are going to help him a lot.
Yeah, I mean, just no, never mind. I thought I had a point there, but I didn't.
I question the
He's only got 2 stealth.
I question the Zydog choice. That's the only one that kind of stands out to me. Like,
It's good fast. And,
it's not. It's fast and it hits like a truck, but
It's a glass cannon.
yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
especially with that quad ice weakness.
it comes out,
Most of its priority.
gets breathed on, and dies.
he's got a few glass cannons actually.
Yeah. Sneasel.
But
Infernape's not gonna take a hit.
Alakazam,
Alakazam's not really gonna take a hit.
Alolan
Zydog's not gonna take a hit.
Alolan
Sneasel's not gonna
Raichu's
take a hit.
Alolan Raichu's pretty
And
weak.
Not gonna really
He did make his vice captain, I think, Alolan Raichu.
He
so you gotta
did.
watch out
His
for the-
his captain is Raichu and his vice captain is Alolan Raichu. Sorry, his captain is Infernape. I said Raichu twice.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
Um,
wait.
he's only got 2 hazard setters in Fortress and Infernape. Infernape doesn't really want to be setting up Stealth Rocks.
Oh, it could be a suicide.
And
It could be a
20
You
suicide
see
lead.
a lot in League, I think.
Yeah, you could be a suicide
Stealth
lead.
Rock
Stealth
lead.
Rock, Flare Blitz, suicide,
Yeah,
max
I think I
just
speed.
feel
saw
like
Corey use
it
Stealth
prefers-
Rocks on his Infernape.
I feel like it prefers to be used as as something a little bit more offensive rather than limiting a move slot to Stealth Rocks.
Yeah, I can see that. Shall we give him a rating?
I like Bulu with Blastoise a whole lot. That health regen is gonna be
Yeah.
disgusting.
Mega
Yeah.
Blastoise with leftovers is just ridiculous.
Don't sleep on
And Porygon
Mega
too.
Blast.
with
Bulu's
recovery.
ability is nothing to sleep on. Grassy terrain, anything touching the ground gains HP. So things like Alakazam and Infernape can, or even Skuntank can gain back HP just by being on the field after Bulu's been there.
Anything
And-
anything with the Black Sludge or leftovers is going to get 1/8 of their health every turn.
Yeah. And I mean, when you've got a Porygon 2 with a Violite and some leftovers healing, pretty scary.
Yeah,
I
Blastoise
think
and
I would
Blue,
have preferred.
they can also abuse Trick Room pretty well.
You can, yes.
It's his
Sure.
Porygon too.
Yeah, he's got Fortress, Skuntank, Bulu, who, if you want to run it max bulk with a bit of attack, Mega Blastoise benefits from that. Fortress. Alright, moving on to the next team, we
I
have...
think it's important to note too that the grassy field halves earthquake and like bulldoze and stuff. So
Yeah, any
it
ground type
running
move.
up his Raichu and Skuntank, so that could be.
Does it
And we
really? I
never-
didn't know
It does, yeah, it does.
No, it's
Yeah, it has
bulldoze,
EQ.
earthquake, and magnitude,
Yeah.
not just EQ, Josh.
We didn't give it a rating.
that. I think it's worth an 8.
Yeah, I'll give it
Yeah,
an 8.
definitely.
I'd give it
I'm
an
gonna
8.
say 8.
Alright, moving on to the next team, we have Patrick with the Fort Wayne Flygons. He's not here, is he?
No.
Alright, so he has Heatran, Hydreigon, Donphan, Normal Gardevoir, Ambipom, Ariados, Milotic, Lycanroc Midday Form, Emboar, Dusknoir, and Mega Manectric. I like his
He has no
Fairy Dragon Steel Core.
Yeah, I was gonna say he's got that. He just has no grass type. Right. Yep.
I feel like a grass type's not always necessary
It's
because
not.
of so many weaknesses. I feel like.
Yeah. It depends on what grass type, really.
Yeah, exactly. Although in saying that, his counter to a bulky water is Mega Manectric, and that's sort of it.
Yeah.
So that might cause some issues for him.
I like
Um,
I like that he has
I don't-
Ariados for speed control in sticky webs, especially
Yeah,
because
definitely.
a lot of the things on his team can be run slower for bulkier or more hard hitting
Yeah.
variations.
Although
Heal- Go ahead.
I was gonna say he's only got one hazard remover in Donphan.
That's what I was just about to say.
Oh, great minds think alike. Hey.
He has a fair few setters though. He has Heatran,
Yeah, he's got-
Donphan. Does Midday
Donphan, Lycanroc.
does Midday get Stealth Rocks?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think so.
I was gonna draft it.
What's Midnight's? Because I know Midday gets a Cellar Rock, which is a nice priority, especially with Technician. But what's Midnight's?
Midnight gets counter.
No,
Yeah.
that's why it's tier 4.
Midnight's kind of bad.
Yeah,
it's
I
a
have to
little-
agree there with Joe. She said in the chat, Ariados in round 6. Probably a bit early to jump
Yeah, that's
on
what I
that.
thought too. I was gonna say, 'cause I remember Ariados getting drafted really early.
I feel like that could have waited. That could have even waited to round 11 because most people, once Scout Ventures is gone, no one really looks for webs, and if they do, they
Yeah.
generally look to Lee Danny.
Or Smig.
Leavani. Hey, don't forget Masquerade. Ryan loves Masquerade. Just saying, that's a.
He has
Oh yeah, Masquerade's great.
He has a good defensive core with Heatran being
Yeah.
4 times weak to ground and then Hydreigon being immune to it.
Yep.
Focus blast, though. Focus blast.
I mean, he has a fair few things that resist it. Yeah,
God's
even
right.
even Melodic has, and Dusknoir as well.
Yeah.
You've got to actually land a focus blast first. Remember, guys.
Yeah.
That's
Well,
why
he's got dust spots too.
I don't know if I can land a play off, I might be alright. Especially on that Mega Low Punny. Oh, if I can land
He's
that
got-
play off.
I think 2. Wait, does Emborg get knockoff?
Emboar gets rocks, does it not?
No, Emble doesn't get knockoff.
It gets sucker punch, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes,
Get
gets
skull.
second
Doesn't Emboar get rocks?
No,
No.
I don't think so.
Really?
one. It gets gold though, which is pretty cool. I think someone just said that.
What does it get?
Scald.
It gets gold.
What?
It does, yeah.
8 Giga Drain, I believe.
Yeah, so does Tentacle. Tentacle gets Giga Drain,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
that's not in the team we're
Yeah.
discussing.
Yeah.
I love that Melodic can be run especially offensive as well. It has competitive, so you mean switch it into him on top or something that has Intimidate, and there's your ×2 boost.
Yep. There's something else I wanted to say. He's got a spin blocker.
He does. He has very
And then
very interesting captains as well in Lycanroc and Emboar.
I thought so too. I think he just picked Emboar because Emboar gets a lot of different type of moves.
It does, but I don't
think,
see
I think
like.
Embor's a
Yeah,
fantastic.
Ember has great coverage.
I think
Yeah.
it's fantastic for Zemon.
I don't know why he picked Lycanroc.
I would have much preferred to see Hydreigon take that second Z move
Me
spot.
too.
I think so,
True.
yeah. Although Lycanroc, it gets the elementals to Fangs, so bit of coverage there.
Yeah, but that's
Oh,
really
that's right. Yeah.
that's really it, and then it's Celerock.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't get Earthquake too, which
Yeah.
is disappointing.
Doesn't
But
get
it gets,
it doesn't get any
Stone
ground.
Edge, right?
It doesn't get any ground type move. It doesn't get Bulldoze either.
Does he get Stone Edge?
Yeah, it does.
Yes.
And then he's got, if he wants to, he can switch regular Manectric in with Lightning Rod.
You
Yeah,
can.
get the
Yeah.
special attack boost.
Yeah, that's true. He doesn't have
Mega Evolve.
doesn't have to Mega Evolve straight away.
Yeah. All right, what's the rating?
Apparently Lycanroc doesn't get Ice Fang. Sorry, so it only gets Thunder and Fire Fang.
That's interesting.
Well, that takes away another.
Intriguing.
That takes away another thing from a bulky water type sitting in front of his team and laughing. Even though you wouldn't want to switch in Lycanroc anyway, but it would have been nice to have something to take out a water type, especially with being base
It's
one.
got Thunder Fang.
Especially being base 111,
112, isn't it?
112. Sorry.
Yeah, I think his only 3 fast mons are Lycanroc, Manectric, and Ambipom.
Yeah, then his next fastest is Hydreigon at 97.
Yep.
So, interesting speed tiers again, because then his next fastest is Heatran, I think.
Yeah,
Maybe
it's,
Melodic.
Gardevoir?
yeah, Gardevoir's up there.
Yeah, Gardevoir
Yeah,
at
got
80.
base 80.
Yeah.
I like
And-
Gardevoir. It gets a lot of coverage, I think.
It gets
Yeah, it
access
does.
to. I mean, access to Hyper Voice, even if it's not Pixelate, is going to do some damage.
Yeah, still do damage, yeah. What would you guys rate this?
I'll give it a 7.5.
Is it
Yeah,
dead?
I would give it
7.
I think
That's a
having
7.
only one hazard remover, I feel like it limits it to a 7 as well.
Yeah, I agree. But the fact that he has webs is good.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, one thing that we did learn is Gyarados, he gets to
Medu?
What does it get? Hello?
Hello.
I think we may have just lost him.
I think his call's been dropping in and out.
Bye.
He does get Aridos does get Sucker Punch. I don't know if that's what he was going to say, but alright.
He's got some pretty good priority.
Yeah,
Move.
he does,
And
definitely.
Shadow Sneak too.
He's got Ice Shard with Donphan,
Fake out.
Fake out.
with Ambipom.
Shadow Sneak with Dusknoir.
Yep, Shadow
And
Sneak, Sucker
Gyarados.
Punch,
Acelerock.
Yep. Acelerock. Yeah, he's got a lot of priority, actually. I mean, Quick Attack.
Yes.
True.
True.
Um,
Alright.
Anyway,
Well,
should we go to the
Is
next one?
Ryan
let's go to the next
is Ryan here?
oh, yeah. Yeah, Ryan's here.
Oh god. Okay, so I drafted Nihilego, then Togekiss, Cloyster, Heracross, Registeel, Alolan Persian, Thundurus Incarnate, Blaziken, Trevenant, Gothitelle, and the Mega is Mega Sceptile. And then my captains are Thundurus and Blaziken.
I really like those captain choices straight away. There's a really good captain choices. Hit hard
Since
and are
you
pretty
can't
fast.
do status Z moves. I figure those are probably the two best offensive.
Oh, I should have mentioned. I
coverage-wise.
should have mentioned that. I forgot to mention that. It's only offensive Z moves allowed, guys. Only, so no Z Hypnosis, no Z Splash for. That would be very interesting to see Chewy's Mega Gyarados Z Splash. I'd hate my life.
Right.
And Mimikyu.
Yes, unfortunately. But I mean, offensive Z moves are nothing to sneeze at. They hit like a truck.
Oh yeah. Well,
Oh,
it's,
yeah,
it's
definitely.
very unsuspecting because you turn a move that's maybe base 80 no stab into like 160. So
Yeah.
My favorite Ultra Beast has been picked in Nihilego, whatever you want to call it.
I actually like Nihilego a lot. It's kind of an underrated special wall. It's got like 103 or 106 HP with like 123 special defense. So,
It has the
I mean,
booty.
its defense is ass.
It has the booty physical defense, but you know, that's not what it's there to do.
No.
Decent speed
also
too.
got a
It's got
decent
base
speed.
87 speed, I think it is. It's not bad.
No, it's 103.
Is it?
Yeah, so it outspeeds Garchomp.
Well, there you go.
He did his research.
I did.
I didn't do mine. I never do my research. I just ramble off numbers and hope that one of them's right. I do
Just
like your
random talking.
I liked Ryan's Fairy Steel Dragon.
Yeah,
It's very
unique.
good and yeah, it's very unique. Especially where subtitle can be a physical or a special attacker. Registeel is one of my favorite steel types.
We're still
Probably one of the best
so
steel
great.
types. One of the best steel
Oh,
types
yeah.
behind Jirachi and maybe Mega Steelix. Just going off the top of my head.
Yeah. And then Togekiss, I mean, it's Togekiss.
Flinch for days.
Yeah.
And he's
Thunder
got
Wave,
shattered.
Flash.
Let's not forget he has Shattered Tag Gothitelle.
Yes, that's his last pick. For his last pick, he got Shadow Tag Gothitelle.
Well, I honestly wasn't even looking at Gothitelle. I was gonna take a second tier 2, and I was looking at Mimikyu, but then it got taken. So.
Yeah. But the only thing I saw was like 4 mons weak to ice, but ice covers a lot. One of them being quad.
He doesn't have a lot
affected
of.
by the ice.
He doesn't have a lot of ice resist. I mean, he has.
I
Well-
have Nihilego,
Registeel,
Yeah, I was thinking.
Cloyster,
Oyster.
Blaziken.
But Cloyster's
Yeah.
special.
You get 4 and
Cloyster's
4.
special defense is absolute trash.
It is, but it's 4 times resist. Oh wait,
No.
ice doesn't
No, 2.
resist ice.
Ice resists ice.
The,
Water. Ice
the
resists
only
ice.
type that ice resist is ice.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Ice only resistance is ice. Yeah. But I mean, it could probably live one ice beam before probably getting taken out to the next one. If you're running it max defense with no special defense investment.
Nihilego, rock doesn't resist ice.
Oh, really?
But I mean, no, it doesn't resist ice.
But it's a
But
it's a special wall, so.
Well, don't face a Mammoth line.
Or run an air balloon for facing Mammoth line.
Mammoth line actually does a fair bit of damage to this team.
It does. It does a huge. It takes
looking at it.
takes out just about every mon.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
so-
but what's
so-
Mammoth Line's
Cloyster
speed?
could handle it, to be honest.
What could?
Yeah, Cloyster could.
Cloyster, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Although, what does superpower do?
A shit ton.
What is what?
Superpower do to a Cloyster?
It's gonna do a good amount, but it has base 180 defense.
Yeah, but its HP is pretty booty.
Yeah, it's like 50 something.
I like
Freeze
that.
Dry.
I like the Scarf Moxie Heracross. That could be interesting throughout the. Or even banded Heracross.
Or even Guts. I think, right? It gets Guts, right?
Yeah, it does.
Yes. So he's got a status absorber.
And a good one at that. Base 80 speed?
Yeah.
Base 80 speed?
70? Is it 80?
No, I think it's 85, and it goes down to 75 when it mega evolves.
That's
okay.
it.
Yes.
I think.
Yeah, so it's a good speed too.
I
Especially-
love Thunderous Incarnate.
It's faster than
Especially-
Thundy T, but. And doesn't it hit a bit hard? It hits a little less hard on the special
It hits
side.
less harder, but it can
It's
be
faster.
mixed.
Yeah. Hits.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and pranks durability.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
prank.
for those Thunder Waves.
Yep.
Yeah, so you just gotta.
And
You go.
I was gonna say it also has Defiant as a hidden ability.
Yep.
True.
I've used that
Good.
before. It's fun.
Alright, should we give him a rating?
Sure.
Don't forget the spin blocker too.
Yeah, Trevenant.
Speaking of hazards, what's he got? He's got spikes and stealth rock.
Yeah, Nihilego, Registeel, and
Cloyster gets spiked?
Cloyster gets spiked.
Spikes.
And the
What does Nihilego get?
T-Spikes.
Stealth Rock.
And
I
T-Spikes.
think it's
Okay.
T-Spikes, yeah.
It does get T-Spikes.
Okay.
I used it a
Yeah,
lot in
didn't know
Battle
that.
Spot singles. It does get
And,
T-Spikes. I can confirm.
Hazard removal is Cloyster and Togekiss, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Can Cloyster learn Rapid Spin? It can, can't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
So, I mean, Cloyster's not the most reliable hazard remover, so there may be a little bit of reliance there on Togekiss.
But I mean, Togekiss can run a bunch of different sets with its defog. It doesn't have to run just the defensive set.
Yeah.
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 But the other thing is you also have decent taunt users to stop maybe some hazards with
Oh, yeah.
Thundurus and in a lowland version.
I think
Yeah,
Thundurus
that's
is
true.
the fastest taunt user. Or Croak.
Well,
Crobat.
Crobat is. But it's Prankster. so-
Thundurus gets Prankster.
Oh, it's
so then that
Prankster,
gives
that's
it
right.
Prankster.
Yeah, that's right.
Alright, on to the next team. We have...
Well, we need to give it a rating first.
We
We
do.
didn't rate it.
I rated it a
I'm gonna
7.
give it 7 and
I gave it 7.
7, yeah.
Yeah.
I think 7.5.
7.5, yeah.
Very good.
Alright, on to the next team. The Rhode Island Raichus and Colin, who I believe is in the call, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I'm here.
Would you like to read off your team?
Alright, I got Weavile, Conkeldurr, Shaman, Vaporeon, Komala, Claydol, Latias, Salazzle, Magneton, Alolan Muck with Mega Diancie.
You
The
can.
Z-move users are Shaman and Salazzle.
Yeah, well,
Really good.
I love Salazzle as a Z move user. Fast as hell, and hits like a truck.
It hits hard naturally and has nasty plot.
Yeah, it does. It doesn't have a lot in the way of defenses though. Like
Yeah,
a fresh breath of air will kill it.
The corrosion ability is something to keep in the back of the mind, though. Like,
It's
you know,
things like Skarmory.
yeah, exactly. You know, if you can start whittling down Skarmory with a Toxic, that would be really handy to have.
Why wouldn't you just flamethrower the Skarmory?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
true, but
Lazo's
I'm
not
saying, like-
gonna like it.
On a switching, yeah.
Very good,
Yeah, like,
very good. Grass, water, fire core as well. With Shaman, Vaporeon, Salazzle.
yeah. I feel like. Nah, sorry, I forgot what I was gonna say. Obviously, it wasn't important.
I like Shaman and a Z-move user because it has so many different types of moves.
Yeah, definitely.
And it's got base 100s again across the board, so I mean you can run a multitude of different ways.
This is another team that's either very fast or very slow.
Yeah, I mean Latias, Alola,
Weavile, Mega Giantsy, Salazzle, Shaman. And then I think the next fastest is Kamala.
he's got a fair bit of
Maybe
priority though with Shadow Sneak, Mark Punch,
Ishard.
Ice Shard.
Quick attack on Vaporeon.
Oh, true. Don't sleep on Quick
Fi-
Attack Vaporeon.
Physically offensive Vaporeon. Give it Waterfall.
You can still have a quick attack just for that extra little damage. You won't see it much, but
If at
Yeah.
all.
I think,
Vaporeon's a
Mega
good wish
Diancie
passer,
got-
too. Vaporeon's a good wish passer too.
Oh, I think it's the best wish passer in draft league format, personally.
I like his Alolan Mark because it's only got one weakness in ground, and he's got quite a few things that either are immune, like Air Balloon, Magneton, Latias, Claydol, or resist it, like Shaman. It's not gonna do a lot to Vaporeon either, and it hits quite hard.
He also has 2 Pokemon 4 times weak to ground, though.
That
he's
he
got
does.
Mega Diancie, he's got Salazzle, he's got Magneton, he's got Muck, they're all weak to ground. So even with all the immunities and resistances, it's still going to do.
I mean, you can run an air balloon.
Hits.
You can run an air balloon on Magneton. You mean you probably want to?
can.
You probably want to run an
It's
EV
still
line.
Yeah,
More specs.
it's still a problematic type for him.
Yeah.
That while he has coverage for it, it is a major weakness to his team.
That and fighting. Weavile, Magneton, Kamala.
And he's got things like Latios and Clado that kind of negate it. I mean, Latios is the more defensive of the two, of the Eon twins.
I have been using Mega Dancey a lot since the Diamond Storm buff. Now that
What was
buff
the
did it
buff for
get?
Diamond Storm?
it's 50% to get a 2 times buff now.
Nice.
I thought it was always 50%, wasn't it?
It might have been,
what was
but
it before?
I thought it was 30%.
No, I thought it was always
So
50.
It's 50.
Oh, maybe they just changed it on Showdown so that it actually.
It was only
Max like
only
50.
+1. Now it's +2.
yeah.
Ah.
it's 2 though.
Sure.
I like Kamala's
Um,
Kamala's ability for a status absorber really works. I mean, can't be affected by a status condition.
Yeah, I mean, you don't really want to be bringing status between Magic Bounce and
Comatose.
whatever. Comatose, thanks.
And
Um,
even Conkelda gets guts.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So status probably isn't something you're going to want to bring
This is
against this
this is
team.
almost as bad as Noah's team last year when he had three Magic Bounces. Mega Diancie, Espeon, and Xatu.
He didn't have Espeon.
Did you not have Espeon?
Josh.
Oh, okay. But he had quite a bit of in the way of Magic Bounce and Hazard removal. But that was last season.
Speaking of, really great defogger, 2 decent enough rabbit spinners, and two setters for stealth rocks.
Yes.
Play-Doh.
And
Play-Doh
Diancie.
and
Diancie.
Diancie, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, Diancie is a lot better in Gen 7 now that Mega's
Now
got
the
the buff.
speed goes in.
Yeah, it takes the Mega speed.
You don't have to run
and-
protect anymore.
Yeah, exactly. And with the +2 defense boost once you fired off a what's me Bob.
Diamond Storm.
That's the one. Thank you. It's 4:20 in the morning. Leave me alone.
Yeah, when I used Mega Dancey in the past, it was still so frail, but that Diamond Storm buff is going to help a lot.
Yeah, definitely. Anyway, rating.
I'd give it probably maybe a 6. Just because I don't
I would
like
say 7.
I don't like his varied speed tiers.
I think it's a sneaky 8 if he plays it right.
I agree.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I was gonna say an 8.
I'm gonna say 7.
Nice and neutral.
3 wish users and 2 healing wish users as well. Just something to consider.
Gross.
Pretty good.
You can go ham with Weavile and then just heal it back up to full.
Alright, on to the next team. Bailey is in the call with the Syracuse Suicunes.
Oh yeah, I'm up. Alright, I drafted Kartana, Komo-o, Crobat, Drampa, Frostlass, regular Raichu, Victini, Savali, Granbull, Sandslash, and then Mega Tyranitar. I tried to go hyper offensive.
Oh, do you want
But
to
I
use your tell us your captains?
Oh, captains are Victini and Kartana.
I think Victini's one of the best Z-move users in the game with all of its coverage.
Yeah.
Plus the strongest Z-move possible, I believe.
Yes, it is.
Was it
with
Big Crate Farium?
Bolt Strike and
Yeah.
Blue Flare too.
Yeah, exactly.
It does cap at 190. That's true.
No, V
Z
create
moves
goes
do
to
count.
240.
He's got
Z
a,
moves don't boost after 140 or something like that, right? So you can't use like Hyper Beam or anything stronger.
I thought I read that V creates the strongest Z move because it goes to 240.
Yeah, that's
No.
what it said.
They cap at 140.
I will Google this. You guys continue talking.
I'm 90%.
I like his
now.
the array of options he's got with Silvally. I mean, he's got 18 different types he can bring it as.
Yeah, I think Savali's really underrated.
Yeah, definitely.
My draft changed so much during because I wanted Tapu Bulu, but I went with Kartana because I know I've seen it used once, but it's really good.
It is. It's good at what it does, and it hits hard and it hits fast.
Can I just point out something? Mega Aggron can OHKO it with a HP Fire.
Because it's got the bootiest of special
true.
defenses. It's got no HP and no special defense.
You can throw an assault vest on it.
It won't help a lot. It'll probably live an Aggron HP Fire. Yeah, it'll live a Mega Aggron HP Fire. It won't live an Arcanine or. It won't live something like an Entei.
Yeah.
Or a.
If I have like switch-ins for fire types, I'm not really concerned.
And by the way, that was 0 special attack investment too.
Damn.
Pretty sure a Excadrill does as well with the Life Orb.
I'm looking at your fair amount of fairy weakness in Drampa, Megatetar, and Como-O being 4 times weak. Katana resists, but it's got.
It's got no.
Yeah, it's got no special
Crobat
defense.
and Victini are decent though. Crobats are pretty decent.
Crobat's pretty decent.
Fairy.
But
Victini.
I mean, Victini is okay. Asvest will probably help it out a lot, but you could always go steal Silvally. I've seen that run.
Yeah, that's the working on this team.
Yeah, it does.
You get the Psychic, you get the Fairy, you get the HP Fire a lot of times.
I think Silvally's is the most versatile mon there.
Yeah. Silvally's limited because if it runs a different type, it doesn't get, passive recovery and leftovers, or it can't be a Scarf or a Band or whatever.
That's the beauty of running Silvally. You can run leftovers, life orb, whatever, or you can run it as a different type.
Yeah.
They
won't know during prep, but they'll know as soon as.
Because I noticed he doesn't have.
As soon as they see you in the team preview.
He doesn't have a. No, it doesn't actually show up in Showdown team preview.
It doesn't. That's stupid.
Yeah, you actually have to wait. You actually have to wait till it's in battle for it to show up.
Yeah.
Unless they changed. Unless they changed it, because last time I played, which was.
Change that because Arceus is.
But
yeah,
it gives him a. I mean, Silvally is also good because if you give it a ghost type, it becomes a spin blocker, which he doesn't actually really. Oh, he has Frostlass. My bad. I missed Frostlass. It's just so forgettable.
My issue with this team is that he doesn't have a bulky water outside of Silvally.
And even that's not that bulky.
I wanted to get a water type, but none of them really looked appealing. I wanted to grab Empoleon, but it got taken.
Tell me about it.
Like, again, and it happened to me last season, I got sniped way too many times compared to everybody else.
I like Gramble
I'm with you there, buddy.
I like Gramble as your fairy type. That's a very underrated fairy type.
I agree, and it's an Intimidate user.
Yeah. Which will help out things like your kind of weaker mons like Drampa, who doesn't really have the greatest defenses.
It doesn't.
Victini helps Victini survive a knockoff, or a powerful knockoff, I should say. Silvally, if you want to run at something that's weak to dark.
Yeah, I drafted Drampa. I love the mod personally. It gets a lot of coverage.
It's just really it's too slow and it's too frail for my liking. Decent HP stat. It's got like what 70, 80 HP.
Something like that. There's a reason why I drafted it though. Because of my division.
Right, I haven't seen.
okay.
I haven't seen who's in your division.
What was that?
I haven't seen who's in your. I haven't really looked at the divisions. I just know
I
I've
have
got.
a lot of. I have joke, and then I have
Joke.
who has a Alolan
Josh,
Ninetales?
Uh,
Alolan
You
Nine.
get Josh and
Hugo.
Hugo.
And Panther.
Yeah.
Josh, you go
okay.
Panther.
Well, Drampa's hidden ability helps me out a lot, I think. So,
What is this hidden ability?
Cloud9.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
Nice. That helps especially against Alolan Ninetales and Alolan Sandslash.
Yeah,
That'll
and
help
then,
too if you want to bring out your Mega
See,
Tyranitar.
if
and then
only-
bring up Drampa and then be able to bring out things without getting.
yeah, exactly.
If only you had John. If only you had John in your division as well. That would screw his entire team over.
I have
No.
Joke in my team.
No,
In my
John.
team.
John. Scotty.
Oh, John.
I don't need the weather.
You don't need it.
Uh,
You don't need
time
it. But
out.
you don't
It's
need
just a
it.
boost.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Plus, I have plenty to kill a Drampa.
Damn.
can we start wrapping this up? Because it's like 4:30 in the morning right now.
Yeah, we got 3 teams. We got 3 teams to go through. Jeez,
Alright,
so
go ahead and,
so pushy.
Rate 'em.
I personally think it's only a 6. He's got a lot of quad weak mons. And
There's not a lot of speed there either.
without that bulky water, I feel like yeah, it's a bit limited.
Not a lot of speed there either. I mean,
Six.
Kartana, Crobats, Frostlass. That's about it.
Raichu, Victini.
Oh, Raichu. Oh, but Victini, you can run fast. You can run it slower and bulkier. I'm talking about dedicated fast. Like, you're not going to see us defend.
Most people don't run Victini bulky because it's weak to too many common types. So generally, it's run offensively.
I think you're
I
going
do
to see
AV
Scarf more than
Victory.
you're going to see Sub.
Sorry.
I think you're going to see Scarf more than you see Sub on Victini.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Alright. Moving on to John, aka Scotty Dr. Pepper, the Houston Rocket Tots.
Hey.
I know you had a really weird name in the doc, but I
It's
changed
the
it.
Don Lockwood Tots. Have you ever seen Singing in the Rain?
No, I haven't.
Don Lockwood. Oh, okay. Too cultured. Alright, so we've got Manaphy, we got Ferrothorn, Nidoking, Alolan Marowak, Slurpuff, Cryogonal, Buzzwole, Pelipper, Noivern, Zebstrika, and my boy Mega Swampert.
So a
This
rain
is
team.
a rain team. It was
Duh.
a hidden secret rain team. I got Mega Swampert in round 11, in the final round.
Which is
and
weird.
I got Pelipper really late too.
I mean, Hurricane Noivern, that's going to hit like a
Hurricane
truck.
Noivern. Zebstrika has
Thunder.
either Lightning Rod or Sap Sipper.
And it can get Thunder as well, which helps in the rain. Manaphy has
Yep.
Hydration, I believe.
Manaphy's Hydration, Ferrothorn, and Buzzwole and Cryogonal like having the fire debuff. I've got a bunch of electric immunity, and I've got a couple grass immunity and resistance. Slurpuff was there. I chose Slurpuff over Gramble because it gets Wish, and it's still physical, so it's nice.
Unburn
Manaphy
Boost is nice
so
too.
broken. When Hugo and I did our test battle, I got Manaphy to +6 in the rain, and Oko'd his Mega Adino.
I don't know if I agree with Noivern as a captain pick, but I agree
It's
with,
just fast,
great coverage.
It's got good coverage.
I definitely agree with
It's
Buzzwole. Buzzwole hits like an absolute monster.
Oh boy,
I-
Buzzwole.
I really don't
I'm
care
actually
about
really
skills. I'm not
surprised.
using them.
Like, I think there was only 2 of the Ultra Beasts that were chosen as Z-Mons, and I feel like, you know, Z-moves, a lot of the time you're going to be getting a kill with, and so you're going to be activating that Beast boost.
Yeah.
So I think having Buzzwole, and I think Kartana's the other one,
Yeah.
as a captain. Yeah, having that opportunity to fire off a Z-move and get a Beast boost could be really, really good.
Okay. Hazards. I have Nidoking. I have Ferrothorn. I don't remember who all gets Stealth Rocks on this team. I don't remember
Marowak
if
gets it.
Marowak gets it or not. I don't remember if Cryogonal gets it or not. Or Buzzwole.
Cryogonal doesn't, Marowak does.
Yeah. I've got my
Two
list somewhere.
removers.
There's a Alolan
Remembers
there
I've got Cryogonal, I've got
Yeah, well-
Noivern, I've got Pelipper.
But they're all weak to rock.
They're all weak to rock when they come in here.
You
Alright.
do have a bit of a rock weakness here, actually. Like, Marowak, Cryogonal, Pelipper, and Noivern are all weak to rocks. And the only thing that resists them are
Ferrothorn.
Ferrothorn and
Nidoking.
I think Mega Swampert does as well, doesn't it?
Nidoking does. Ground resist rock.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, so Swampert, Nidoking, and Ferrothorn.
Ferro.
Right.
I believe in my bug bite throw.
You're gonna give
Are
him
you
a
gonna give him a 10 as well,
Yeah, I was gonna
Corey?
say you're gonna give him a 10.
No, I'm gonna
Corey's
give
gonna give
him
me like a
11.
9. He'll be like, eh.
I actually will give you a 9 because that rain team is scary. And even if you don't bring rain, it's still scary as hell.
I'm gonna bring
It's
it
gonna
back
be
down to
perfect
an
for
8.5.
my Tapu Koko week 1 to Thunder away.
Until you get to
I'll
Swampert.
bring it back.
Grass
I'm gonna
knot
say-
away.
Go, Dylan.
Are we good?
Yeah.
I'm gonna say it's 8.5 just because of the weakness to rocks for his hazard removers. But I mean, the rain team is definitely threatening. Like Manaphy in the rain is just broken.
Especially with hydration, so there's no use thunder waving, burning, toxicking.
Yeah, exactly. They can just rest up, tail glow,
Alright, shall we give
golden coverage.
Alright, so everyone's
never run Rust Tailglow. That'd be so disgusting.
everyone's giving him a rating. Move on to the next one.
Move on to Josh.
Josh or Jock?
Yeah.
I don't even want to try and pronounce that. Does anyone want to give it a go?
Josh. Jock.
Dunfermline
more
Moons.
news.
With are you here? Do you want to read out your team?
I think he's getting mated on Excadrill, Reuniclus, Tangrowth, which was a franchise, Galvantula, Torkoal, Miltank, Tyranitar, Greninja, Stoutland, Garbodor, and Mega Gardevoir.
So he has a
I'm
sand
not sure
team.
what, I'm not sure
He's
what
got
the
Love weather
Zemons
control.
were.
His Zemons were Greninja and Torkoal.
Greninja and Torkoal, okay.
So we just had a rain team, now we have a sand team.
Well, he's
Just gonna
got sand option. He's also got sun option.
He does.
He's got Torkoal and he has Tangrowth if he wants to go that round. But he's got a better sand option with Tyranitar, Excadrill, and Stoutland for sure.
Can we just point out the fact that he has a Mega Gardevoir with base 165 special attack, and Pixelate boosted Hyper Voice with sticky webs?
Yeah.
Gross.
If that does not scare the absolute bejesus out of anybody, you're mad.
That's a 6-0 sweeper there.
Exactly. And then you want to add in the sand.
When did he get Reuniclus? He got Reuniclus like round 7 or 8, didn't he? That was quite a low pick.
Yeah, it's pretty late.
Which I think is
No.
weird because Reuniclus is actually quite a good Pokemon.
Yeah.
So he's got a Regenerator Core.
He's got a potential Regenerator Core. A lot of fighting type weaknesses. Like he has 5 months weak to fighting types. But he does have the 4 resist. Sorry.
He's got Quad Resist and
I like
his
the
Mega.
Z move Greninja. That's a really good pick.
Definitely, it's got great coverage. Plus, it often needs a little bit extra.
Only if it's
I
not
found from using it last season.
only if it's not Protean. If it's Protean, I mean you could probably get away with it.
Yeah, exactly. That Protean's banned.
Yeah.
He's got his rocks, he's got his webs, he's got spikes and toxic spikes.
Yeah.
He's got lots of
What's he
rocks.
got in the way of
Hazard
removal?
at the wazoo.
He's got
Excadrill and Torkoal.
Excadrill.
Does Torkoal learn Rapid Spin?
Torkoal learns Rapid Spin.
Oh. It's quite a slow Rapid Spinner though, so you'd probably lean a bit more towards Excadrill, which is kind of hindering it a little bit, having to take out a move if you want to Choice Band or Scarf it. I mean, Sand helps him a lot there, but if you're gonna if you're not gonna bring Sand, then sacrificing a move slot for Rapid Spin kind of hurts.
Yeah, but I mean, Torkoal's bulky enough. Just doesn't like the fact that it's
Torkoal
weak
also
to
gets
rock.
Shell Smash.
It does, but
Oh,
no.
True,
no.
but I'm pretty sure it doesn't outspeed Jolly base 100 with a Shell Smash.
No. probably
It's
not.
only base. It's what base
Uh,
30? I think it's base 30.
20.
It's slow.
It's like base 30,
Um,
35.
Josh is typing in the chat, but
What's Torkoal
Uh.
plus Shell Smash though?
yeah, true. Webs and Shell Smash Torkoal with you know, Grass MZ and Solar Beam or something. Could be a threat.
True,
He doesn't need, I don't know if he needs Grassium Z when he has the sun out for Solar Beam.
Oh yeah.
No, because
think
it becomes Bloom Doom, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Well, I think Torkoal's Solar Beam is going to take out the water threats that he would need
Yeah,
it
for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
I
you're
don't think
definitely
he'd
right
need
there,
Bloom
John.
Doom.
He's got a good regenerator.
Yeah.
Got a really good regenerator core with really Uniclus Tangrowth.
Yeah, although Reuniclus generally runs Magic Guard more so than Regen, but it is nice to have.
You can run a regen. I mean,
In case.
depending on what type of team he's gonna bring.
Yeah,
Well, if he
I
brings
really
the
like.
sand,
Yeah, I was gonna say I really like it with the sand. You know, either Magic Guard or Regenerator for Reuniclus.
Yeah.
Is fantastic. Just reduces that chip to his own team. I mean, personally, I'm gonna give this team a 9. I think it's one of the better teams this season, probably in my top 5.
Yeah.
I like it a lot.
I'll give it I'll give it an 8.5.
I love seeing Garbodor.
Garbodor's great.
Yeah,
I wanted Garbodor.
I used Trubbish in a Little Cup league, and that thing was great. So I'm excited to see Garbodor used.
All right, moving on to our last team, which is Carolina Clefable.
Just quickly.
Yes.
There was just one thing mentioned in the chat. Relies a lot on Reuniclus to take the fighting hits.
Yeah,
because
but
Yeah,
Gardevoir
it does,
doesn't
yeah.
want
Gardevoir
God-
can take
It's not very bulky though.
it's not very bulky, but it times 4 resists. So unless you're not gonna want to take them from like a stab fighting move, but if something's running it for coverage, it'll be fine.
Yeah,
Yeah.
fair.
Garbodor is gonna resist it, and it's beefy enough.
Torkoal.
Torkoal's
Yeah.
beefy enough,
Yeah, I was gonna say Torkoal could probably take the hit.
and Tangrowth is gonna be beefy enough too.
Yeah, true.
Alright, moving on to our last team, the Carolina Clefables Panther. He has Clefable, Mamoswine, Chandelure, Amoonguss, Zoroark, Swellow, Starmie, Lucario, Drapion, Mesprit, and Fabio Mega Ampharos.
Captains are Starmie and Lucario, right?
Yes.
I
Lucario,
like those two. just
yeah,
'cause
those-
of the speed.
and also the coverage for both of them.
Starmie's coverage is fantastic.
Lucario has got decent coverage as well. I mean, it's got Steel, Normal with E-Speed, Fighting, Dark. Yeah, it's got...
Again,
It's got
Earthquake.
but he picked up probably the best fairy in the league in Clefable.
Yeah. I feel like Clefable's reliability and usage, I feel like that's going to drop a little bit. It's the only reason why I didn't franchise it was the fact that Z moves, you know, all of a sudden it can take huge chunks of damage if
Yeah.
not Hidoko by Pokemon that usually wouldn't do so.
Yeah. I do like his Mamoswine pick. I mean, that counters a lot of things in a lot of teams.
Yeah, I think Mamoswine's honestly, with its offensive typing, is one of the best Pokemon in Draft League format. Just Ground Ice is often runs through the majority of teams.
I like
Joe's pillows
Yeah,
he's got some priority in E-Speed Lucario. Fairly fast Mons in Starmie and Swellow, Zoroark as well. Mesprit's not the slowest thing in the world. Neither is Drapion.
got
Both 80-ish, base 80 and 85 respectively.
Drapion's 95.
95.
I'm
Chandelure's
a
up there as
little
well.
bit. I'm a little bit disappointed in him not picking up another regen mon. Like, I feel like Starmie could have been a slow bro and maybe grabbed another tier 1 or something instead. I feel like that might have been a little bit better just to get a regen core. But I mean, it doesn't take away from the fact that Starmie and Amoonguss respectively are fantastic mons by themselves.
And Mega Ampharos is nothing to gloss over either. I mean, it hits incredibly hard, sets up an agility, and you're fine.
Yeah.
Only spinner is starting. I mean, the Swallow get defog.
Yeah, but do you really want to use it?
Will use it?
No.
Oh,
he does have Taunt Drapion. I mean,
yeah,
based on
I think Zorak. Does Zorak get taunt?
Yeah, I believe so. He's got
Yes, it does.
two very fast taunt users, so that kind of makes up for his lack of removal.
That's taunt too, I think.
Yeah, it does.
Really good.
Three Rockers and a T-Sparker.
Really good spin blocker in Chandelure as well.
Yeah.
Clefable
Although I
gets
just wanna
rocks. Mesprit gets rocks.
Yeah.
Mesprit gets Healing Wish, I love it.
It does.
Healing Wish, knockoff, U-turn,
So this is the
full beam.
This is the third season Sloppy Seconds has been passed around. Panther, you have something to live up to. It's got to be named Sloppy Seconds.
What is this?
Mesprit.
Wait, is Sloppy Seconds a thing over in America? Or is that just an
We
Australian?
have a term? We have a term that is that, yes.
Yes. Yeah.
It's in our vocabulary.
Not in a
Don't know if it
PG
means the
channel.
same thing.
Yeah, I think we are talking about the same thing. Maybe,
That's
I
when
don't
you
know.
that's when you get seconds on any meal, right?
Yeah.
You're like, man, especially sloppy joes. You're like, I gotta get me some sloppy joes. I gotta get again.
You know,
Second
sloppy
slop.
seconds.
PG, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you, Josh.
Alright, just before we move on to the last few slides here, do we have any bold predictions?
First things
Looks like
first, we should give
finale.
this team.
Hey.
We should give this team a rating. And I just want to say, it only just kind of clicked to me. Clefable and Amoonguss as a bulky defensive core, that's almost as bad as Crest Scarm.
Almost as bad, but not quite as bad.
I'm gonna give this team probably an 8 because outside of Clefable, Amoonguss, and Mega Ampharos, and maybe Mesprit, doesn't really have a whole lot of bulk. Draken can be run defensively.
It doesn't really have a lot of speed. I mean, it has Swallow, Starmie, Zoroark, and maybe Drapion.
And then, the next one's Draken. But I mean, priority at the wazoo. So.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Chandelure is also a really good Scarfer.
It is.
Yeah, true.
And it's got priority Mamoswine with Ice Shard.
Yeah.
Alright, so any bold predictions before we quickly sum things up and get the hell out of here because I'm very tired.
Bruh.
I reckon Mamo for MVP.
Shiftry.
It's got to be
picked up week.
It's got to be picked up.
It's gonna be picked up week 9 and
week 9
have best record.
by Bailey.
Absolutely.
Bailey's gonna bring it in on Toxic Stalls.
I like Joe's bold prediction here that the best record will be a 6-3.
By who?
Don't know by who, but just a 6-3.
Well, everyone
in general, because I feel like everyone's drafted reasonably well here.
Well, no one's seen a very much of Hiker apart from maybe two people. So I mean, he could jump out of the box and surprise everyone.
Yeah, Hike and Colin.
Yeah, the two newcomers.
Jock has said a tier 3 or lower will be the MVP.
Well, I said Mamo tier 2.
I'm gonna say that anyone who sets up sticky webs
Wins.
won't have sticky webs up at the end of the game. They'll
Oh,
always
wow.
be removed.
I'm gonna say
Hey, you gotta go bold.
I'm gonna say Sticky Web's a key win condition. You get him up.
Is
You,
that bold though?
you're pretty
Is that bold,
set.
really?
It's
Is that
safe.
bold?
It's safe.
I don't think it's bold to say Sticky Webs is a great.
All right, just so we can.
I wrote Deadbolt's getting axed in playoffs.
Bye bye,
Is
Corey.
that bold though? Is that really
Pretty
bold?
It depends. Hacked by who? If it's hacked by Hugo, it's not bold at all. Oh, sorry. If it's hacked by
I think
hacked by Marco, it's not
I'm
bold
gonna
at all.
say that. I'm gonna say that Sacred Fire will burn more times than it doesn't.
50%.
Yeah.
My bold
But it's
prediction
Hugo,
is
so it'll be like 70-30.
my bold prediction is just I refuse to play against Hugo because he stole my Entei. But whatever. Still salty about that. Alright,
I'm gonna say I hit at least one Iron Tail.
one.
Ooh, that is bold.
Playing safe. Alright.
I'm down
Just
there.
just got slide of here are some mons that weren't picked that I was quite surprised weren't picked. Things like Terrakion, Slowbro, Gudra, Chansey, Gengar, Gyarados, Snorlax, Dusclops, Azelf was left, Porygon Z.
Meloetta.
I'm really disappointed that Azelf didn't get picked up because I felt that was an amazing Pokemon, and as a Z move mon, Azelf would have been fantastic.
Same with
all, like,
same with
elemental punches,
Porygon Z would have been a nice Z mover as well.
Yeah. Just down the bottom there, Landorus Incarnate is Sandforce only, but still that
That's why.
that
yeah.
was a surprise that it was left.
I'm surprised Josh and someone else didn't grab it.
Yeah, especially
I
with
was-
the
yeah,
same.
it would be-
Maybe it's something for you to consider there, Bailey, with your Mega Cheetah.
You make T-Time, yeah.
Oh, I know.
Get rid of.
Oh, I know.
Just drop that Kartana. You don't really need that.
Anyway, guys,
Yeah, I'll grab
You
Kartana. Yeah, it makes sense.
just set it on the floor and
Week 1 battles are the Southern Glygars versus the Baltimore Honchkrows, the Fort Wayne Flygons versus the Chippenham Chestnuts, Rhode Island Raichus versus the Bellevue Farfetched, Liverpool Lanoons versus Adelaide Bolt Strikers, the Houston Rocketots versus